Right, a couple of years ago, I was browsing through the internet, looking through movies, as you do, and I don't know if you're like me, you sometimes pop in some of your favourites, you know. Well, I typed in Enter the Dragon once, because, you know, it's one of my favourite films, if not my favourite. And I saw this article that Spike Lee was to remake Enter the Dragon. Now, don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong before everyone gets me wrong. Don't get me wrong. That I don't like Spike Lee's films, because I do. Certainly the ones in the early mid-80s, early to mid-80s. Mo Better Blues, She's Gotta Have It. Do the Right Thing was one of my personal faves. Fight the Power. Summer of Sam, about Sam Berkowitz, serial killer. That was a good film. And, of course, Denzel's Malcolm X. So, I love some of Spike Lee's films. And I also know Hollywood are having a little bit of trouble coming up with new ideas lately. I mean, they remake this, they remake that, you know. The Day the Earth Stood Still, War of the Worlds. I mean, we can go on and on all night. You're watching Lethal Weapon, the TV series. They don't come up with nothing new. A Y50, you know, with nothing new, right? Even films like Evil Dead, I Spit on Your Grave, they're getting like sequels. I ain't got a problem with that, you know. Although there's millions of brilliant writers out there. Bruce Robinson. I'm not even going to get into that. But anyway. Do you know he's got to play Bruce Lee? Or, not Bruce Lee, Mr. Lee's character. You remember Mr. Lee in Enter the Dragon, don't you? Bruce's character. They've got Ken Jeong. You know, who played Mr. Chow in the Hangover movies. Now, don't get me wrong. He was hilarious in the Hangover movies. You know, that little bit with a... You know, if you've seen them. And, you know, he was in Transformers, I think. Dark Side of the Moon. Dark of the Moon. And he was also in Knocked Up with Seth Rogen. Right. Well, I went on the internet this morning and I just thought I'd have a little look. And bang, this was there. And if you look to the bottom, it's apparently coming out next year. Now, I don't know about you. I am a movie man. I like film. But there's some things don't need to be touched. Some things was perfectly of their time, and you know, I mean, most people would argue that Enter the Dragon as a movie, the original 1973 Robert Klaus, Bruce Lee, John Saxon, Jim Kelly classic, is a masterpiece. Right from the Lalo Schifrin score, it's very of its time, it's very kung fu fighting. But why do people watch Enter the Dragon? See Mr. Hart? To see Jim Kelly? He was a cool cat. Mr. Handman. Even to see the awesome John Saxon. Shanghai. No. It's to see the man himself. It's to see Bruce Lee. This was Bruce Lee's... He'd done all the fight choreography. Everybody knows how good he was in real life. If you're not sure, go and do a little Google search. Now, I'm sure Ken Jeong can do martial arts. He probably can. But I can't help but when you think of Bruce Lee doing that face, I can't help seeing Ken Jeong doing this face. I don't know. Is it actually going to be made? Or is it just a terrible, terrible rumour? Now, the thing is, will I watch it? Yes. And then moan about it and feel bitchy about it. Well, I could be pleasantly surprised, but I don't know. I just can't see it, right? Some things are just perfect the way they are, in my humble opinion. There's a million people out there who can write brilliant stories. Use some of them. Stop using too much special effects. Let's get back to some decent stories and some decent plots. And then maybe in another 100 years do a few remakes. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some remakes I absolutely love. Scarface. But Enter the Dragon. And also, I wouldn't want you to think I was biased at all, you know. Well, anyway, that's my little rant over. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What do you think about Spike Lee making Enter the Dragon? Are you excited about it? Or are you like me and just thinking, no! Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back with another ramble real soon. Have yourselves a nice day.